Hi guys, in a recent video of mine, I shared that I was going to try a workbook for dyslexics with my younger two, and in this video I am sharing why it is I am switching back to all about reading as my main reading spine, and a few lessons that I've already learned as I have started this workbook. Now we've only completed 5 lessons from here, and my approach as I started this was that I was going to do a little bit every day. I was not going to take the approach of trying to complete an entire lesson, but just doing a little bit every day. As we were going through the lessons, we've completed 5 of these. There's 55 lessons in the book though. As we were going through this, I also took some time to kind of slowly go through the rest of the program, not in any excessive detail, but just kind of go through it. And I realized that there's a lot of similarities between this and the All About Reading program. So it had me analyze or reanalyze, why it is I was having issues with the All About Reading program. Now this is me evaluating myself and not meant to guilt anybody, because even in doing this video, I had to deal with some mom guilt about feeling as if I made the wrong decision. But the point is that that's just part of it. The whole goal is trying to do the best. Well, at least my whole goal is trying to do the best for my kids as best as I can see or figure out. And sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. But I'm making this decision because I put that information out there. So I felt that the responsible thing to do was to make this video. So anyway, as I reanalyze how it is I was going through the All About Reading program with my 8-year-old, I have come to the conclusion that the way how I was doing it with my oldest, which is for weeks where we were more consistent, I would do 2 to 3 days of the All About Reading instruction, the instructional program, and then for the other days I would just have her read like a storybook, right? Sometimes we may have, like a lesson every day, but for the most part, especially when she got older, and some of it I was even able to have her do it on the late part of level 3 and level 4. But for the most part, that's what we did. 2 or 3 instructional lessons, especially between book 1 and book 2, and then I would have her read. With my daughter that has a little bit of dyslexia, I'm thinking that my approach has to be, I have to change the way that I approach using the program and take a more consistent approach, which was my mindset with this, a little bit as often as possible, ideally every day, even if that is just review, and don't be overly concerned about finishing within a certain time, but just taking my time with her, because she can read. It's just just little stumbling blocks, right? So that's a decision that I have come to, and my thoughts on that. Now there is one takeaway that I am going to take from this book, because no program is exclusively the best. There's something that you can learn with everything. Now they do like the All About Reading program, so that's definitely a plus. And the way how I was doing this, and I'll try to attach, because I tape them all the time, I just don't upload, but I'm sure I should have a clip of us doing the program together. And I was doing some things in there to kind of make it fun for them, because of course this is just like a workbook. But for the first few lessons, I did it with them, and they didn't actually write in this. They wrote in a notebook. Anyway, one thing that I like about this book, however, is that they have a lot of these lessons, and I'll do a flip through where they have to say the sounds looking at a picture. And they do a lot of that through this book, where they have to practice the sounds or say the sounds looking at pictures, and I really like that. Now of course, because I bought this, now I have this as a resource there, so it doesn't mean that I can never use this, but as my spine, I'm going to be going back to the All About Reading, and I wanted to put that out there. But I do like that from this book, so that is something that I am going to take as as an arsenal that I can use as I am going back to All About Reading. All right, so there's some other things that I used, you know, surrounding this, you know, like this whole book and this whole process. I was going to add it in this video, but I realized it's going to make this video really long. And since, you know, looking at, you know, how long people watch videos, I don't think that it's going to get viewed. So I'm just going to put it in a separate video. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. That is going to help my channel out a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you in another video. Bye. Program. So the worst thing that can happen, and I'm talking myself through this, is that, you know, we try a bit of this, we gain new skills. All right. So first we're going to go through and you're going to look at a picture. All right, so we're just doing a couple review before we continue to move on. All right, so I'm going to point at the picture and you're going to say the sound as quick as possible. All right? All right.
Ga, ga, be, ta, ta, ak, all
right, so okay, you say it now because you waited just now. Try and say somebody. Just not come. Get up for 1 second. Get up a minute. All right, good.
Good.
All right, so you say it.
Ga, be, ta, ak, all
right. Okay. All right.
Yay!
Okay. So this is like a warm up that you have to do, and this may not, well, what I'm going to do may not work with older children, but they are younger, so luckily works. All right. So who wants to go first this time?
You.
You're gonna go first. All right. Ready?
Go. Ma. Ne. Big.
Ga. Because the G is making the hard sound and the O is making the
sound.
Right, the short vowel sound. All right. Okay, so we can have some fun, but we have to say the sounds. Say the sound.
Say the sounds in the short.
Correctly.
And correctly.
All right. Okay. So let's go.
Ga. Ba. T. Z. G. Da. Ka. G. He said g. It's z. Ra. Y. Ya. P. H. J. Da. Da. Da.
All right. Okay, so this page we was doing consonant vowel sound, where the consonant is first and the vowel is second. Okay, so today, is it okay if I have her do both consonant vowel and then vowel consonant and then you, or you want to do this first and then you want to go ahead and do this first? Yeah. All right. So let's go.
You know what? Yeah, Naomi will do both and then I'll do both.
Okay. All right. So now we're doing vowel consonant. Okay, just warm ups. Ready? So we'll be saying what the vowels are making, what long or short sound.
Short.
All right. And the C and the G make the
G.
Which are
Sound.
their
Hard.
hard sounds. Okay. As. All right. So let's have fun, but make sure and say the sound correctly. All right. So let's go.
As. Ek. N. If. In. Im. Ik. Ark. Oz. M.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's your turn. Okay.
Yay!
So first we're going to be doing the consonant vowel. All right. So first we're going to be doing the vowel consonant, the consonant vowel. Sorry, where the consonant is first. Okay. And the vowel is second. And then we're going to be doing vowel consonant, where the vowels are in front and the consonants are
In the back.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So remember, the vowels are making what, long or short sound?
Short sound.
Short sound.
Like ah,
Mm-hmm. Right. And the C and G are making
they're hard sounds.
they're hard sounds. All right. Ready?
Go!
Steady.
Go!
Ready?
Yeah!
Steady.
Go! Ka! Me! Ze! Re! Ki! Pa!
I didn't move.
J! Fi! Ka! Pa! Saw!
What is it?
Saw!
Saw. Okay. Because we're not saying the words, we're
Mommy,
simply making sounds.
It's saying the sound of a word, but it's not how you spell it. Saw, as in I saw a big elephant, but
Yeah.
it's not saying that it's not putting it. I mean, it's not spelling it right.
That's right. Okay, because right now we're just focusing on the sounds. Okay, how we're just focusing on being able to say the sound of vowels and consonants, or consonant and vowels put together. All right. Specifically, the short vowel sounds is what we are focusing on right now. Don't do that.
Like the A in my name?
Mm-hmm.
Ga!
Just not that near me. All right. Ready?
Ma! Ya! Zi! Ni! Ha!
What is that? Okay, let's focus.
Ya! La!
All right. Now we are going to do vowel consonants. Ready? Okay, ready?
N! N! A! Is!
Maybe don't do that again.
Odd!
What is this one?
Odd!
Mm-hmm.
Id! Ugh! Us! Us! Is! Av! Av!
Hmm?
Av! Av!
Is it av? It's what? Say each letter. Say each letter sounds separate.
A!
Mm-mm.
A! A!
Af. All right. Again.
A!
Again.
A!
That's okay. Good job.
That's fine.
Come on. All right. Good job. All right. So next time, we try again. Okay. So high frequency words. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to point to the letter, and you are going to tell me what sound it is making. So the Y in my is making the
I sound.
The E in me is making the
E sound.
the F in of is making the
Sound.
the S in was is making the
The Z sound.
the EY in they is making the
A
A.
sound.
all
What
right.
about the ooh? Oh, it's over.
The S in does is making the
The Z sound.
Y in Y is making the
I sound.
the what, Gabrielle? The Y in I and the Y in Y is making the
I sound. Y and Y.
mm-hmm. The O in do is making the okay.
The ooh sound.
All right. The S in his is making the and the S in is making the all right. All right. Okay, so before we move on to here, see one more.
Only one more review.
Okay, so in the word robe, now remember we're not focusing on the silent E, okay? Because the E is. All right, we're just focusing on the vowel sound that we are hearing, okay? So when I say the word, you tell me if it's making a long or a short sound. Robe.
Long.
Long.
Rob.
Short.
Short.
Tap.
Short. Short.
Okay, so we alternate. Okay, so starting here. Robe.
Long.
Rob.
Short.
Tap.
Short.
Tape.
Long.
Fine.
Long.
Come.
All right.
Now we can do that. Ooh.
So before we move on to the oohs, we're going to finish this section here. I'm just going to have you quickly, these are pretty simple sentences, so you're just going to quickly read them.
The cat was on
Just
the
to let
mat.
her say it first and then you will say all.
The cat was on the mat.
Just no gaps.
The pot was hot. The dog is a mutt. The pig is on.
So take your time.
Is the buck.
Okay, so take your time and watch each word, okay?
The pig is in the box. The fan is on. Put the map in the van.
All right, guys.
The cat was on the mat.
So remember, so we want to hear the sounds, okay?
The cat was on the mat. The pot was hot. The dog is a mutt. The pig is in the box. The fan is on.
Read, baby.
Put the map in the van.
All right. I'm excited.
What?
All right, so we're going to say the words that make the ooh sound. All right, so when I point to the word, so this is the lesson, it's just these words, and wherever they see the letter, the letter that makes, whenever I point to a word where the letter makes the ooh sound, they have to basically make the ooh sound. And they're excited about that. All right.
Okay.
So pay attention. So I'm going to point to the word, and when you hear, when I point to a word that has the ooh sound, you're going to say ooh. All right.
But you didn't read this.
Circle the words that have the ooh as in boo. Okay? All right. Okay.
That.
So you're just going to say. Alright, so now we're going to quickly say the actual words. Quickly.
The, his, of, me, does, she, is, to, has, do, said, we, he, my, he, my, have, they, was, you.
Alright, good. Alright, so that's